speak today on a topic that is Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or it is also abbreviated as RCEP. This RCEP is a free trade agreement signed between 15 countries. It is a massive trade bloc which is also a free trade agreement which facilitates movement of goods and services between all these 15 nations. All these 15 nations consist of 10 ASEAN nations, and other nations are Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, Japan, and so-called People's Republic of China. This RCEP aims at improving the economic prosperity of the region, and it is a huge trade bloc which consists of around 2.2 billion people and around one-third of global GDP, which is around $26.6 trillion. This RCEP has various salient features, and this intends to make this region more economically viable and economically strong. Now I would like to talk about what are the features of this Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP. The first and foremost measure of this trade bloc is that it wants to remove the tariff up to 90% after 20 years the deal is being signed. The second one is that after this deal comes into being, the participating nations can easily trade between themselves, and infrastructural and investment will automatically ramp up in all these participating countries. Along with that, this RCEP will also improve employment conditions and other things in these participating nations. Now I would like to talk about some shortcomings of this RCEP. First of all, China, Korea and Japan, these countries will take advantage of this RCEP group. Second is that this group is not having any kind of measures regarding environmental protection, then your labor laws and other things. So it is going to harm the people. And third and the most important, that China is already bullying other countries in the region. And after this deal comes into being, China can easily influence those countries and can bully those countries. Now, we know that India was in this making of this deal from 2011 onwards, but last year, India refused to join this huge trade bloc RCEP. Now, I would like to talk about the reasons why India didn't sign this free trade agreement. First of all is that India's experience with free trade agreements has not been good. We know India has signed some free trade agreements with various nations, and in those free trade agreements, India is facing trade deficits. Second one is that the dumping from China. China is a huge manufacturing powerhouse, we all know, and China can easily dump various cheap manufactured products into India, and that can ruin Indian business and Indian local manufacturers. The third point is that China is very rich at pharmaceutical and farmer related industries, and if free trade agreement is signed with India, Indian industries will be ruined in terms of pharmaceuticals and farming sector. Along with that, we know that Australia and New Zealand have subsidized their dairy farming, and if the products from Australia and New Zealand comes to India through free trade agreement, Indian dairy companies like Sudha, Amul and Mother Dairy, they will be ruined, and Indian market will bear a huge loss. Now I would like to talk about the geopolitical impact of this Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. We all know that this Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership is a big win for China as a whole, because it can influence more countries in the region, and it is an economical as well as political loss for United States of America and its allies. We all know that United States of America refused to join Trans-Pacific Partnership (TPP) in 2017, and after that, this RCEP has came into being, and it's a very impressive trade deal from the inside of China. So it is going to hamper United States of America and India as well. Along with that, it can also sever India's relationship with ASEAN nations, because we cannot trade much with them as they will be much more engaged with China. Now I would like to talk about the way forward through which India can counter this RCEP. We all know that India is already having free trade agreements with other countries like South Korea, Japan, and it is also planning to make free trade agreements with Australia. So these free trade agreements can be the supplementary of India, and India is already having free trade agreement with ASEAN nations. So there is no need to sign RCEP as per my opinions, and India can easily get benefit out of those things. Other things I would like to talk here is that India needs to act upon its Act East policy, and India needs to influence its eastern neighbors and need to collaborate more with these nations. And before binding my speech, I'll just like to add that RCEP is the same thing like string of pearls policy, and it is going to hamper the participating countries. I'm quite happy that India has opted out of this group, and I'm very optimistic that India will go through economic realism, and Indian economy will take a boost, and it will show the whole world that Indian manufacturing and Indian service oriented products are extremely well to cater to the needs and demands of the global supply chain. That's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.